sir. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Chicago Conservative. And today we are in Englewood, Chicago with the Trump rally, guys. You see, we got the sign out here. We got the guys out here with their Trumpian shirts on. And we about to get their opinions on why they out here supporting Donald Trump. Is it okay, you. Hey, man, what's your name, sir?
My name Don Dirk.
Don Dirk, man. And tell me why you supporting Donald Trump out here today in Englewood, Chicago.
Because of what he been doing for our peoples of color. He been trying to help us. Ain't nobody else helped us. Kamala Harris, all they ever did, the Democrat Party, was make laws to lock us up. They ain't tried to pay our bills or feed us. They for the rich. They not for the poor. They said that on the news just the other day. You know, that they looked at us as being trash and looked at all the other people that had jobs and everything as Americans. What about us?
Right.
You know, that ain't the only America that's here. We here, even though we in poor neighborhoods, you know.
How do you feel about Kamala Harris saying she's black?
Bruh, I'm not gonna get into the skin tone, but she can be whatever she wanna be. You know what I'm saying? To me, black represents something that's dead. Now, if she says she's a woman of color, then I can go for that. But something black, that's dead. Go in the dictionary. That represents death. But she can be what she want to be, but I'm just not believing in her, you know, because I know she ain't for peoples of color.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that, sir. Thank you for your input. And just one more question. Do you think Kamala Harris will be better for this economy if she is elected as president?
Not talking like she talking now.
What are her policies?
Her policies is to make these people richer and help them and lock us up. You know, that's what she was saying on TV. They were talking about what they doing for the wealthy already, not for the needy. They ain't got us no stimulus checks. They ain't did nothing to help us feed our children or for housing or nothing else. All they laws is to lock us up. It ain't to help us.
I appreciate your input. So I'm here with my main man.
I'm advisor board of the Disciple Nation in Chicago.
Okay, man, you tall too, man. Jeez Louise. So tell me, how do you feel about Donald Trump?
I mean, I respect Trump simply because of his policies, okay? And what I'm talking about is this here, man. You know, us as a people, we never look at the policies that these people running on. You did. We keep voting for Democrats. The Democrats never freed the slaves. It was Republicans that freed the slaves. And how we as a people became democratic, I don't know. But I always voted Democrat, and I didn't care who I voted for. But as I got older, I realized that Democrats been locking us up from the beginning of time, and they steady locking us up. My people, and I'm not with that. You did. Democrats ain't brought a stimulus check in here yet for our people. But when Trump got in office, Trump, man, he gave so much money to the black community, it was pathetic. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm for anybody that's for my people. Democrats ain't for my people.
There you go, man. And I completely agree with that. So what was your true awakening when it comes to the Democratic Party? Like, what made you say, I'm going to leave the Democratic Party? Was the illegal immigrants getting all of the benefits that us Americans should have?
And it's crazy that you speak on that, but you know, when it came to the Venezuelans coming over here to Chicago, to the United States, period. What I didn't understand about the Democrats is how do y'all allow them over here, and yet y'all put them in our community. They're in the black and brown community, you know, and now they became first-class citizens in our community, and we consider second-class citizens, you know. So let's do the demographics and the mathematics on this here. At the end of the day, as long as we are on the books as 3/5 of a human being, we don't have no rights in America. You dig? And that's the reality that people need to understand.
Yeah.
You dig?
A dog
got more rights than us as a people. You kill a dog and you going to jail for murder. Point blank, period. You know? So, I mean, at the end of the day, man, I'm gonna go with the party that got my people best interests at heart. And if it's Republicans, that's where I'm going. You know? I don't care about the Democratic Party. I don't care about the Independent. I don't even care about the Republican Party. I care about the platform and what they pushing and how it's going to affect us as a people. It's time out.
Yeah, and I agree with that to a certain extent, but I always just take into consideration, like you said, the Republicans are the ones that freed the slaves. We benefit from the Republicans way more than the Democrats or any independent. You know what I'm saying? So I just always take that into consideration, man. And then with Lyndon B. Johnson saying we're going to have these N-words voting Democrat for over 200 years, that's kind of like us being set up. You know what I'm saying? So if I had a choice between Democrat and Republican, I'd choose a Republican. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, and then our people need to wake up and look at what's really going on. You know, we being set up. Malcolm said it best. We being hoodwinked, bamboozled, and run amok. And if we don't wake up, we're gonna find ourselves in a situation that we can't get out of. Because right now I think they setting us up as a people to go to jail for the rest of our life or be killed with this Venezuelan movement that's going on in Chicago. And then we got our mayor constantly talking about he bringing more thousands of them in Chicago.
Claiming us as a sanctuary city when we never voted on it, yeah?
Y'all evicting us as a people, but y'all allowing them to take over abandoned buildings, schools, and everything else. Yep. What about the homeless population that already existed in Chicago? Y'all didn't do nothing about making sure that the homeless population in this city was situated or any of that. But as soon as the Venezuelans come over here, y'all open up schools and everything else, and y'all house them.
Cooking, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, come on, man. When do this here BS stop? You dig? Y'all can't keep doing that to us. And I know that y'all's fearful of these street organizations in this city because y'all know that's the warrior clan in our whole nation because we ain't buying none. We gonna fight. And if that's what y'all want, like Faircon said, man, we not scared.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yep, and that's exactly what Trump said too. We gonna fight, baby. Yeah, I appreciate your time and your words, so a lot, man. Thank you so much. Yep. We got some young fellas out here, man, with their Trumpian shirts on, man. So what brings y'all out here today, man? Why y'all supporting Trump out here today?
We're just trying to make America great again.
Man, that's what's up.
What that mean?
Better school and better, you know, yeah, better housing,
yeah,
Opportunities. You know.
jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, just like how they helping others, help our peoples out here too, man.
Yep. Do you guys think the economy was better now or 4 years ago when Trump was in office?
When he was in office. When he was in office, definitely because Biden ain't doing nothing right now.
Definitely when he was in office because you seen more people having more money and was able to get jobs more and all type of stuff. So, you know, he was really for us though.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to that stigma that Republicans are for the rich, do you guys still believe that?
I don't believe in Democrat or Republican.
What do you think about that?
I think it's all a gimmick too. I really think it's all a gimmick. I really feel like it's all they just all for themselves. So you know, I don't really be looking into that though. I don't be.
Yeah, for sure.
They're not trying to give us no money. The Democrats ain't trying to even help our people of color.
Right.
You see, we have to understand. Long ago, we was all, you dig, Republicans. We all were. You know, and then here come the Democrats and all this other stuff. You see what I'm saying with the brainwash, what's going on now. You see, and if she do win or they get back in, ain't nothing gonna get better. We're gonna be in the same state that we in right now. Yeah. The only time change came to us or America is when Trump first got in the office. Yeah. That's when we first started seeing America being great. You see, because Trump added all of us in. Black, everybody. And all the ones that wasn't fit to be here, he sent them back home.
Yeah.
So these people want these people they bring it in just to help them. They really pushing us out the way. Look, they used to put us in jail for going in these buildings trying to live. Look at these Venezuelans. They coming in, they opening up shop, they ain't locked them up, they getting them money. Why they didn't give us no money? We still homeless, a lot of us. How they getting better treatment than us? And we the one help y'all build on America.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
And you made a good point about it not just being black people, but all Americans as well. So I appreciate you saying that. Yep. So guys, we do have the Blue Truce right here. And I just want to let you guys know, we do support the Blue Truce. We are out here safe in Englewood, Chicago. We are on the corner of 69th and Halsted, guys. Now, they don't want to believe that, you know, saying black people don't support Trump, but as you guys can see, we are outside and we are supporting Donald Trump. We got more people over here. And look, guys, we gonna have to tell Kamala Harris that, first of all, you ain't black, we're black out here, and we support Donald Trump. Okay, and I am here with a lovely lady today in Englewood, Chicago. And what is your name, ma'am?
Vicki Willis.
Vicki Willis. And I see your sign. Can you explain your sign for us?
Yes, I'm here as the mother of Al Tariq Pleasant, who unfortunately, and I'm not going to cry right now, lost his life inside of Cook County Jail. In August of 2022, my son was declared dead. Something happened to him. It was a brief little excerpt on Fox News about Al in July of 2022, and since I've been advocating for him, all of a sudden Cook County Jail has been doing all these drug busts inside the jail. I just still don't even really know what happened to my son. I just know that
is it an open investigation? I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine. Not necessarily, no. It's not necessarily an open investigation, but it did take 16 months to get a video, because it took when something happens to your family members inside the jail, they have the Illinois State Police do a investigation. And so they told me they went through so many hundreds of hours of video, but my son was only there for 36 hours. So he got there on the morning of July 20th, and by the 21st, his heart had stopped, and that's what I know.
Was it from drugs?
That's what Cook County Jail said. So my question was, my son wasn't there long enough to receive mail. He wasn't there long enough to do anything but go to court, change his clothes, go back to court. By about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, according to them, his heart stopped beating. And
Did you get an autopsy of some sort?
Yes, I did, and the autopsy does not say the same thing.
Wow, guys.
But I'm not surprised. Like, the 2 years since my son has been dead, I found out a lot. Like, my son is one of 300 people that are documented have losing their life inside of Cook County Jail. And they label the deaths either drug overdose or suicide or something like that. So there's a lot. I feel that Thomas Dark needs to be removed from his position. I feel that Tony Preckwinkle also needs to be removed from her position. There are a lot of people like myself who vote Democrat because they're black, right?
Yep.
And we see black faces, so we're like, oh, you know, but all skin folk and kin folk, no, they don't have anybody's best interest at heart. But I'm not here just about the black and white issue, because there are a lot of people all over the nation. I've traveled from Boston, Massachusetts to California, and I've realized that people are losing their lives inside of jails and don't nobody give a damn because you got arrested. My son was there for failure to appear in court, and he died.
And I feel like that's sick in our country, that just because someone gets incarcerated that they have to lose their rights. I don't feel like that's right, because they're still human at the end of the day. Right. Some of these people are innocent. Yes. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just a sad judicial system that we have in America right now. Me personally, I feel like when it comes to the Democrats, they make our justice system way worse, because they are the ones that's trying to defund the police. They're the ones that's basically, they're not for blue troops. They're for crime. They're the ones that have the open borders that's bringing the drugs in. You know what I'm saying? And that's getting into these prisons and stuff like that. So when we just got to take into consideration the people that we vote for and their laws. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we can't be sad because we're starting to wake up though now when it comes to black people, but we still have to remember who we're voting for in their policies. It's not because of me personally. I'm not a fan of identity politics. You know what I'm saying? So, right.
So the guy before me was saying something about we don't know when blacks started voting Democrats. Blacks people on whole started voting Democrats because it was in the 1940s when the Democrats came out and publicly denounced the Klan. So then all black people started voting Democrats. That's when it happened. Before then, all black people were voting Republicans, because when you do a blind study, most black people actually align with Republican ideology. I even did this as a blind study while I was a Chicago public school teacher. I retired in 2022. But
I've heard of that study. That's actually true.
It is very much true. And I did it with my students, and they were like, oh my God, like I really actually have Republican values. And I said, you actually do. We all just started voting black for Democrat because we thought that their social service programs and all the stuff that they were offering.
And they're free, right? That's the key word is free when it comes to Democrats. It's always, we're going to give you free health care. We're going to give you free food. We're going to give you free. And then when people hear free, they go for it.
And they don't even look to see what it's about. And just because the person is black, and I'm going to say this 15,000 times, just because they're black does not mean that they have your best interest at heart. And especially if they've never been in your shoes, like no one's ever been in my shoes before. No one's ever, if half of these people don't even know what it's like to have a child with mental health issues, LGBTQIA. My son was a father, you know, like he had been homeless for a little while. What, I'm going to say it like this, what did the Democrats do for us? Democrats did nothing for my son. I'm gonna stop talking right there.
Okay, and thank you so much for that. You're a very strong woman, by the way. Thank you so much. And tell me why you're here supporting Donald Trump today.
Hi, hello. It's a beautiful day in Chicago. Okay, so for me, my number one reason, my main reason, and I think that especially if you're black, African American, whatever you are, you need to vote for Trump. The main reason is that the illegal immigration crisis or problem, it's worse in black Chicago.
It is.
So the way I see it, Trump said on day one that we, meaning the United States or his administration, would have the largest mass deportation in American history.
Yep.
I believe him. And
I don't think he's joking either, yeah.
Also, because he knows that will take care of a lot of our problems. Okay, so the way I see it, day one, as all of the illegals that have entered, especially into our city, once they're rounded up by ICE, once they're deported, the jobs will open up, the housing will open up, the money that the mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, is spending, the millions and millions of dollars on illegal immigrants, that will automatically dry up.
Yeah, absolutely.
So for me, it's a domino effect in a good way, because all of this means that there will be more jobs for our people. There'll be more housing for our people, and more money and resources that should and can go to our people. And I just feel like he's the only one. Now, all the other stuff, I don't know. I don't really care about, because it doesn't really affect my people. I'm only concerned about my black people. We've already had examples of this, something similar happening almost 10 years ago in the suburbs of Chicago, where there was a factory that had been employed 99% of the factory was illegal migrants or Mexicans.
I've heard of this, yeah.
This was a real thing.
Yeah.
It always stuck in my brain because Jesse Jackson came on TV. The company will almost shut down. But as soon as when ICE was able to do their job, and they rounded them up and they were not legal, guess what? If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was the next day, black people were in line to get all those jobs.
And some of those people some of those African Americans he let out of jail as well, and gave them jobs instantly.
And so we already have a precedence for this happening. So when people say, oh, black people don't want these jobs, you're lying, because we already prove it then. Prove it. Let's prove it like they did back then, because it was all on the news. It was so amazing that all these black people were in line to get all these jobs, that 99% of this factory was hiring these illegal immigrants. And so multiply that times a million.
Man, not even kidding when you say that.
So, for me, that's all what it's about. That will take care of our economics. That will take care of any monies. That will stop the money. We ain't even got to beg Brandon. Stop giving our money to the illegals. No, because it's going to dry up.
Right.
You won't be able to. Because
The value of the dollar is basically decreasing every single day the more we print.
So, this is why I said in the beginning, this is our number one issue. I don't care about nothing else. If you have a job, that'll take care of your money problem.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah, so, but anyway, that's my
Thank you.
thought.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yep, have a good one. And I am here with a lovely lady today, guys. What's your name?
Vanita Whitehead.
Vanita Whitehead, you got a nice button there. I appreciate you wearing that today. So we are out here in Englewood, Chicago, and what brings you out here supporting Donald Trump today?
Well, I'm here on the south side of Chicago in support of Donald Trump. I call him our president because we need to unify. We, in our community, we need to come together. We need to be educated, get information about what is going on and what President Donald Trump is actually trying to do for our community. He's trying to just make our country great again. Right now, we have a lot of challenges going on in our country, and we want to support him so we can make our economy great again like it was, low unemployment, and so that people can have jobs, people can thrive, people can have ability to get contracts, and it's not just going to the illegals, but it's coming to the native-born Americans. And I want to get as many people. We're doing voter registration. We want to get as many people as we can registered to vote over there, too. So that's why I'm out here to support, I call him my president, Donald Trump.
Yep, and I believe this is his third term because, you know what I'm saying, I think, you know what I'm saying, it was rigged, but I ain't going to get too much into that. But, yep, I appreciate your words. Thank you so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we got for today, man. Like I said, we got our Trump supporters out here. We are African-American, by the way, and I believe they are not for Kamala Harris, so this is real news out here, guys, and I just want to let you guys know, thank you so much for the support. Make sure you guys show support to Chicago Red as well. Make sure you guys go out and vote too, guys. And I will see you guys next time, and I am out of here, guys. Peace.